Because with that other music mod, like, there was no sleeping theme, and it would glitch the music afterwards. But it looks like we're good to go. Oh, that one's grape. I like me some grape. Marlene's running the bar. Nothing like having a child running a bar. Good morning, Cloud. Did you sleep well? Barrett's snoring kept me up. Psst, keep it down. They'll hear you. Barrett's always edgy before an operation. I'm going this time. Kick ass! Our target's a Sector 5 reactor. Head for the station first. I'll fill you in on the train. Yo, Cloud. Before the next mission, I got something I want to ask you. I don't really know how to use materia. I'll give you that materia we found. Just teach me how to use it. Okay, I'll explain. Yeah, so we're gonna do all the tutorials. I pretty much always do when I play through this game, so might as well. Sure, I'll explain how materia works. You know the basic functions. Directional buttons move the cursor. Like this. Select each menu by pressing OK. If you want to leave the menu, just push cancel. See? Let's go ahead. Select the materia submenu. Select who you want to use it. Now, look at my weapon here. Each weapon and armor has slots on it. Choose which slot you want to put materia in. Now select the materia you want to use. Oh, which one are you going to pick? This is curative materia. If you want to know what its effect is, line the cursor up with check in the menu. And push the OK button. It's just like selecting battle commands. Just line the cursor up to magic. You can see that the available magic has increased. Cool. Now you can use new magic cure. And that's all there is to equipping materia. See? It wasn't that tough. So it's pretty simple. When you want to remove any materia, it's as easy as pointing to the materia slot. Hey, what's up, Retro? And pushing menu. There's just one thing you have to be careful of. Whenever you equip materia, your situation changes. Parts of you may become stronger, while others get weaker. Normally, when you equip magic materia, your magic powers will get stronger. So materia is kind of a double-edged sword. On the left side of the screen, yeah, I'm using a few mods. It's wise not to overuse magic materia, but try out various things. Push cancel to exit the submenu. Ooh, that one's pear-flavored. Okay, that's about it. I'll give you some advanced tips later. Shit, what's this? It wasn't that tough. Crap. I don't get it. You just handle the materia, Cloud. Materia system. Access the menu and select materia to equip materia. Cloud, I got a message from the weapon shop man upstairs. He has something he wants to give you. Don't forget. Marlene, you watch the store while we're gone. Alright, good luck. Alright. Yeah, I'm using a music mod. It's I think it's orchestrated versions of the soundtrack. It's not the PlayStation version. It's some kind of orchestra thing. Most of it seems pretty good for the most part. Alright, so we want to put Restore on. We can put Restore on you, I suppose. So we got Heal Magic now. He's got Lightning and Ice. Yeah, okay. That's cool. Ba-bum. Let's go into a house. He used to give us nothing but headaches when he was here, but now that he's gone, we kind of miss him. Strange, isn't it? Well, it's not Stranger Things, but... Well, this is like a small little bedroom. He's got a nice leather jacket in there. Haha, I wonder if my son's already left. When it's just my wife and I here, you have no idea how lonesome it gets. Alright. The door says toilet! You gotta love that. Got some nice TP in there. You know, TP for their bunghole and such. It's good times. Ba, 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 ba. When it comes down to it, I'm gutless. I'm still just a no-good kid. That's nice. So we can go over here. I hear gunfire. That's exciting. You dried up old geese. You tired? Why don't you rest up on the 3rd floor of my house? There's just one condition. You gotta give me some cash. So you gotta pay him 10 gil to be able to rest there. If you pay just 1, you'll still have to pay him again, so just pay 10. Oh man, oh man. Go ahead and help yourself to the room. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people don't really care for the MIDI version. Heh he'll forget about it. Oh, you. Get my friend on the 2nd floor to teach you. Uh-huh. Hey, wait a minute, you. You can't just walk out here without buying something. Might be unhealthy for you, if you know what I mean. Alright, so we can buy some iron bangles, which I would recommend doing. And I don't know why it lets you buy the assault gun since you got one for free during the boss fight. And we'll get a couple grenades. Explosive damage against one opponent. They're somewhat useful, I guess. So iron bangles, which will increase your defense and magic defense, and give you another materia slot. Alright. Alrighty then. Save points hopping around. That's exciting. We get all materia. Hey, you got one right off. That was materia. Next, take this treasure chest. So we can get some free items here, which is cool. Ether! Nice. Now listen, hidden in these treasure chests are a lot of items. There are box types and bag types, so make sure you don't overlook any. Okay. Okay. So you can talk to the dog, and he'll tell you how to use the buttons for some reason. How to use the button. Yeah, so directional button. Menu, okay, cancel. How to restart. You must quit the game in order to restart. Okay. To quit the game, either select quit in the main menu or press Control and Q. Yeah, so unlike the PlayStation version, there's no, like, quick reset. Huh? Finger? What the hell? Best line ever. I'm the position cursor. Call me whenever you're walking around confused. Push assist and I'll appear over your shiny little head. Geez, you stand out even more than I do. Beginning of disc 2? Am I in the way? If so, just push assist one more time. I'm pretty busy myself, and can't always come when you need me. If I don't show up sometimes, don't get mad. Later. Position cursor. Push assist when you're lost in the field. Usually the position cursor will appear on the screen. But wait, red triangles mark the exits, and green triangles mark ladders. These will help you safely make it through even the darkest streets or dangerous mountains. But there are times when they won't appear, so be careful. Oh yeah, forest bugs. This is the beginner's hall. You say you're a beginner, but your eyes say you're not. Don't mess with me. I used to be in Soldier. I'll tell you how much I know, and for free, too. So it's tutorial time. How to save. Now I'll tell you about saving. You know what'll happen if you don't save. That's right. Everything you worked so hard to do will be lost. You never know when there might be a power outage. It pays to save often, and take breaks when you need them. You can save your progress in the game, on your computer's hard drive. In case you feel like emailing any of your saved game files to your friends. You can find your saved game files in a separate save directory where you installed the game. So when you're ready to save, access the menu. Select save. So this tutorial is a little bit different in this version. Remember, you can't just save wherever you want. You can only save at places marked save point. When you find one, a message will appear. Whenever you reach a save point, you'll want to save your game. You have 10 save game files. Miss Neo Bahamut? That's not right. Located in these 2 rows. Choose a save file for your game. Each save file can hold up to 15 saves. That is a lot of saves. This will save your progress to your computer's hard drive. This screen only shows 3 save files at a time, so press the directional buttons to scroll down the list. And you can see the rest. How quaint. Remember, the more files you have, the longer it will take to load. I guess that hasn't changed. One last thing. The CD is a delicate medium. Be careful when handling it. There is no CD. What are you talking about, man? Never remove it while saving or loading. Don't get mad even if you lose. If that happens, just chill out. And let your head and your computer cool down. That's all. Remember to save often so you don't lose your games. Yeah. How to heal your allies. You probably already know this, but HP is your life force. If HP is lost in battle, you're out of commission. MP is the source of your magical power. If your MP is lost, you'll be unable to cast spells. So, what should we do to cure a damaged ally? There are 3 ways. First, you can rest at an inn at a nearby town. Second, you can use items to help them recover. Third, you can use curative magic. I'll explain about magic later. But here we'll talk about items. Select item from the menu. It has my grenades. Potion restores HP. If you can't find where potion is, you're an idiot. Access the menu and select arrange to change the order of items. You can arrange them however you like. Order items you'll use in the field. Order items you'll use in battle. Prioritize items you can throw in battle. Order weapons and armor separately. Again, I pretty much always use type. Order by name. Order by most items held. Order by least items held. Sit your ass down and drink your goddamn tea. By the way, key items are just that. Items that unlock problems, just like a key. Problems. They're very important items to have. Keep that in mind. Nice. Okay, now select Use. Then select Potion. Select the person you want to use it on. If they're already maxed out, you won't be able to use it on them. We can restore MP with Ether. You can use this the same way you did for Potion. Just pick a member and use it. The number appearing next to the item name tells you how many are available. Of course, the more you use, the less you have. Some enemies will drop potions or ethers, but you'll want to stock up whenever you're at a store. Nope, all the tutorials are optional, but I like doing them anyway. But you'll want to stock up whenever you're at a store. One last thing, if someone in your party gets wiped out, either rest at an inn or use Phoenix Down. Cool. That's all. That is all. Curative Magic! Now I'll tell you how to use Curative Magic. First, access the menu and select Magic. Next, select who will cast the spell. Pick an ally equipped with Restore Matidia. You can select another party member by using Page Up and Page Down, or LT and RT. The function also works in other sub-menus. Better remember that. This is magic you can use, monsters you can summon, and enemy techniques you've learned. That won't be for a while. Whenever magic is selected, the available magic appears on the screen, so if you wanted to use Cure, you would select it from the menu, then select who you want to use it on. I think Potion is pretty expensive, so no it's not. When you're near an inn and you can restore MP, it's better to use Curative Magic rather than Potion. That's all. Weapons and Armor. Equipping weapons and armor is basic to battle. Let me show you how it's done. Just finding or buying new weapons or armor isn't enough. You have to access the menu and select Equip. Then select who you want to equip. You can change weapons, armor, and accessories. Accessories have special effects. Just select what you want to change. On the right side of the screen, here's a list of what can be equipped. You can see the item's effect here. Change your weapon with OK. Oh, you gotta love the Dark King fight. Make sure it... I can't talk. I don't know what English is. Make sure it'll increase attack defense levels. Pay special attention to Matidia slots. The slots that are linked are effective. Yeah, we'll be doing plenty of that. Also check the growth rates of Matidia. Now when you want to remove an accessory, press menu here, or triangle. You should never remove weapons or armor, because it doesn't let you. Because you never know when you'll be attacked. You might even be attacked in your sleep. After you finish equipping, you should re-equip your Matidia. That's it. How to apply Matidia. Matidia can unleash hidden power in humans. So let's see how Matidia is used. First access the menu, then select Matidia. Select who you want to use it. Pay close attention to my weapon here. Each weapon and armor has slots in them. Choose which slot you want to put Matidia in. Now select the Matidia you want to use. I think it's the same one we did before. Yeah, we'll just skip this then. Yeah, you can totally cheese the Dark King. Of course I never do. Especially considering he's not really that difficult anyway. Yeah, Yeah, you actually can't, like, exit out of it. I thought maybe you could, but apparently not. That's okay. Okay. Effective ways to use Materia. Access the menu if you find Materia. There's a lot of different Materia around. Oh. This is one of them. It's called All Materia. If you equip this alone, nothing will happen. It's a little tricky, but I'll tell you anyway. Now look at my weapon. Look closely at those two slots. They're joined together as linked slots. You've got to remember to put it into linked slots. Different materia will affect each other, but only if the slots are linked. Just to show you, let's put some all into one of the slots, and lightning in the other. Now we can use bolt on all the enemies, but it's limited to once per battle. You know, until you level it up. Combine different things. Combining and restore and all will let you use cure for your entire party. There are also many useless combinations. For example, restore and lightning. Bolt and cure can be used normally, but there won't be any compound effects. Specialized materia like all is called support materia. You can tell the difference by just looking at the materia's color. This may sound weird, but did you know that materia grows on its own? Even if one of your allies uses it, it'll continue to grow with each battle. As its level increases, so will the effects of the magic you can use. You already know that all works once per battle, but it can work twice or more times as it grows. When you get it to the master level, materia will divide itself, almost like it's giving birth. But that master materia won't grow past that. When you can't take on any more materia, you can see the useful functions here. You can arrange materia, remove all materia from your weapon, you can throw materia into the trash. Oops, relax, I wasn't gonna dump it. Better not. Let's see, this is a special menu for you. You can exchange all materia you have between allies, even if they're not in your party, which I use quite often. Now about materia's growth. The growth rate depends on what weapon or armor it's put into. Some will double in growth, while others won't grow at all. That's a shame. In most cases, the materia's effect won't change, whether you put it into a weapon or armor. But elemental and added effect have completely different effects depending on whether they're put into weapons or armor. You've got to think about what weapons or armor to use, or what materia combinations will be the strongest. I remember hearing once about extraordinary materia somewhere in the world. I think I've told you just about everything I can. How to form your battle party. I'll explain your party's order in battle. First, access the menu and select Order. Next, select who you want to switch. Now select the position you want. This will change their position in battle. In this case, there isn't any advantage-disadvantage. But when you select the same person twice, it will place them in either the front, back row in a battle. When they're on the left side of the screen, they'll be in the front row. When they're on the right, they'll be in the back row. When you're in the front row, and you select Attack, you inflict major damage on your enemy, but in turn you will receive greater damage. While in the back row, although you do less damage to the enemy, you also receive less damage. For magic attacks, there's no difference in damage between the front and back rows. There's also no difference when using long-range weapons, like Mr. Barrett. It's better to keep weaker members in the back row. I like how they do that to Barrett, because he's weak. And that's it. Of course, I'm better off in the front row. Well, obviously. How to check your status. Also, know your current status. That's one of the basics of battle. Access the menu and select status. Next, select the member you want to check. Are you surprised at the amount of information? I'll explain the order. First, these are your experience points in your level. The more experience you get in battle, the stronger you become. This gauge tells you how many points you need to get to the next level. If you can't beat stronger enemies, raise your level by fighting weaker ones. You'll improve your physical and magical skills. Next is HP and MP. HP is your life force. If it reaches 0, you'll no longer be able to fight. MP is the source of your magic power. Every time you cast magic, you use MP. And when you run out of MP, you'll no longer be able to cast spells. Oh no! This is called the limit gauge. It shows your anger level. When the gauge is full, you can use a limit technique. I'll tell you about limit techniques later. Oh boy. You know the battle commands are classified roughly into 2 groups. Attack is for regular physical attacks. Magic and summon cast magic attacks. Each has attacking power, defense power, and escape probabilities. Escape? And experience level. The total effect is on the chart below. These are commands you can use in battle, as well as your presently equipped weapons, armor, and accessories. Press OK here one more time. These are all types of attacks. Some monsters are weak against fire, others are weak against ice or lightning. Excusez-moi. The materia or items you have can add these elementals to your attacks, or protect you from them in an enemy attack. The chart shows your current attributes. Press OK here one more time. The chart below shows added effects. Some enemies will use sneaky attacks on you. These attacks change your condition, such as sleep, confuse, poison, darkness, petrify, silence, small, frog, and so on. These conditions disappear after each battle, except fury and sadness, which will remain. To cure these conditions quickly, use items or magic. I know I'm repeating myself, but when you're taken out in battle, I mean when you're almost dead, use life magic or the item Phoenix Down. When you change materia or equipment, it's best to look here to check on them. Mastering elementals and added effects will make your battles safer. So that is all. About limit status. Here are a few hints on limit techniques. When an enemy has pushed your anger to the limit, you can unleash unimaginable power. You know what I mean, right? The trick is how to use it. Access the menu and select Limit. Now select a member. You like saying that, don't you? Now decide what your limit will be, because you have a lot of choices here. Lower limits have less power, but you can use them more often. If you set your limit higher, you can inflict great damage, but you'll have to wait longer to use it. Naturally. After using this technique for a while, you'll vastly improve your technique. Your development will change, depending on how you fight. I can't tell you how it'll change. That's something you'll have to find out by yourself. I've heard a rumor about secret items that inspire ultimate techniques. Oh boy. I don't know whether or not those items really exist. Probably not. That's it. Try everything out and use what's best for you. Cool. Barrett, what are you doing, sir? Other things to watch out for. You probably know all this, but just in case, I'll go over it. Until you get instructions, don't open or take discs out of the CD drive. Dude, I don't have a CD drive. After you open up the CD drive, I can't guarantee what'll happen. That's all. Well, that was brief. That's all. Okay. Barrett is having some complications over there. I don't know what he's doing. I guess we'll put all on you, since Tifa doesn't have a second. Delio. Boxes. Smack knock. Help! You've got to hang in there. Your limit gauge is just starting to build. What? Okay, now your limit gauge is full. Go ahead and use it. Fight with your limit technique. Oh yeah. Kick his ass. Kick his ass, Seabass. Great! Magic, magic, help! Calm down. When your enemy uses magic, counter with Magic Barrier or Reflect. Yeah, instead of Shell, it's called Magic Barrier in this game. Instead of Protect, it's just Barrier, so that's kind of interesting. Magic Barrier reduces the damage received from magic by half. Reflect bounces the attacks off you, but the number of times you can use it is limited, so be careful. Boy, that spell took a long time, like jeez. Great! Wow, you sure are strong. I'm gonna be strong too. Me too. If you want to get as strong as me, you need to use Materia. And you have to find the best combinations of them. The type of materia you put in your weapons and armor will determine how quickly your materia grows. Put materia into the open slots in your weapons and armor. The possible combinations are limitless. That's about all I can tell you. If you want to be like me, you have to have some natural talent. I still don't get it. Listen, kids, don't piss me off. That's alright. Just give it a try. Little by little, you'll get used to it. Uh-huh. That's great. Alright. And these three jerk. Hey, soldier, tell us about battles. We'll even pay you. He's only level 9. I'm not hard up enough to take money from guys like you, but I'll rap with you for a while. About ATB. ATB, or Active Time Battle, is a system that is always in operation during battle. Select Wait from ATB on the config menu and time will stop when you select magic or items during battle. This gives you time to pick out your command. This is especially helpful to beginners. Selecting Recommended ATB in the config menu can stop time while the effects of spells and items are taking place during battle. This lets you take your time looking over the progression of the battle. When you don't want to rush in battle, this is for you. Personally, I always use Active, but you can use whatever you like. I'm using Active, because Active is for the cool people. About numbers on the screen. White numbers appearing on the screen in battle are damage points. Green numbers show restorative points. You better watch these if you don't want to get wiped out. Nah. Wait mode. You beginner. About change and defend. The change command can move characters to and from the front and back rows. In the back row, the damage received is less, but the attacking power is less. You can make a change by pressing the directional buttons in battle. Pushing the directional button the other direction during battle accesses defend. Selecting defend reduces the damage you receive by half until the next command. If you're up against a strong enemy, don't hesitate to use this one. Of course, I never need it. Of course not. About escape. I don't really remember ever having to use the escape command, but you'll probably need it. Push page up and page down together. Hold them down and you can escape. Nice. About gauges. During battle, there are several gauges displayed. You can check them now. You can't check them now, so just remember what I tell you. Time gauge displays the time remaining until your next turn while in battle. When the gauge is full, you can make your command. If you don't want to make one, push menu and you can move to the next character. It's convenient when you want to make Barrett work. The limit gauge increases every time you sustain damage. When it is full, you can use that limit technique. This gauge is not cleared after each battle, but gradually builds up over time. It takes a while for it to build up, so you have to think about which times are best to use it. You probably don't know about them, but there are conditions of Fury and Sadness. When you have Fury, your limit gauge builds up sooner, but your attacking accuracy is lowered. Keep in mind that Sadness makes your limit gauge build up slower, but the damage you receive is also lessened. The Barrier gauge shows your defensive barriers. The top gauge displays Barrier or Magic Defense against attacks. The bottom gauge displays Magic Barrier or defenses against magic attacks. Both will cut the damage you receive in half, however, over time they will disappear. Aww. Whenever you use Barrier or Magic Barrier, make sure to pay attention to the Barrier gauge. That's it. Remember that for the next battle. Of course, we won't have access to barriers for quite some time. About status. Status means just that, the status of each character. I'll probably wind up repeating myself, but let me go over a few basic points. Sleep, you cannot put in a command until you get up. Poison steals your HP in battle. Fury, damage is increased, attack accuracy is decreased. Tranquilizers will remedy it. Sadness, damage is decreased. Hyper will remedy it. Petrify will petrify and become immobilized. Every member will be wiped out. Confuse will attack enemy and ally alike. Silence will be unable to cast magic. Paralyze stops time gauges. Commands. Darkness, accuracy of hitting attacks. Accuracy of hitting attacks decreases. Frog, become a frog. I hate this one. Whew, I'm beat. You're telling me. Your status can be changed with magic and items, so you should check it whenever you buy things. About elementals. Elemental is a special effect that comes with certain weapons and magic. It's necessary to move ahead effectively. If you pay attention to the types of elementals you use, you'll become intermediate in no time. I put together this list, but remember, it's just a partial list. Don't take it too literally. Fire effect, works best on animals and water monsters. Ice effect, works best on fire monsters and things that hate the cold. Obviously. Lightning effect, works best on mechanical things. Earth, attacks using the Earth's power, doesn't work on flying enemies, unless you're playing Wild Arms. Poisons enemies, doesn't work on any poison-based enemies. Gravity-based attack, these hurt if they hit. Water, calls on the Earth's water, works well on fire monsters. Wind, calls up the winds, works well on flying enemies. Holy, calls up the planet's power, works well on dark monsters. If you use reciprocal elementals in your attacks, the effect is huge! Also, if you use the same elemental, your defenses are raised, but you have to be careful because the opposite is also true. To see what elementals an enemy has, you need Sense Materia. If you get that materia, you should try using it. Well, yeah. About help. Looks like you didn't get it the last time I told you. What's wrong with you? You touched in the head? Well, don't worry. You just need to push assist in battle. Do that and the help message will walk you through the commands. It also shows you the name of your enemy, so even I use it once in a while. Make good use of it. That's all the time I have for you. Alrighty then. Enough of that. What do we got down here? This is the fabled save point. Why is it fabled? At a save point, you can use a tent and/or select save. You can also do something else there, but right now it's a secret. Oh boy. Even if you are wiped out, if you've saved, you can restart from that save point. That way you don't have to worry when you've been wiped out. This is jumping ahead a little, but when you leave Midgar, and you get to the world map, you can save anywhere you like. Remember that. Yay! This should be all you need to know about the save point. I'll probably see you again somewhere down the road. Take care. I'm a treasure chest. Beginners make sure to keep an eye out for me. Yeah, okay. That's great. So this actually is a real save point. It's not a fake like in Chrono Trigger.